In this video, I discuss the various principles used in the hydraulic systems. So generally, these principles you already study in a fluid mechanics subject. Okay. So in this video, I discuss what is the Pascal law, law of conversion of mass, energy posed by the liquids, and the law of conversions of energy. So first we start with the Pascal law. Now, first we understand the definitions of Pascal law with these examples of the plunger and ram. Pascal law state that intensity of pressure. Okay, so they are talking about the intensity of pressures. Okay, in intensity of pressure there is a different 4 point is available. Okay, so intensity of pressure is same in all the directions. Okay, now here we take the examples. This is the cylinders. Inside the here the two cylinder is there, cylinder 1 and cylinder 2. It is connected by pipe. Okay, and inside the small cylinder the plunger is provided. On that plunger we applied some force, and here some liquid is filled, and here the ramp, and this weight is lifted by this ramp. Okay, so when we applied the certain force on this plunger, at that time some pressure is created at the surface of the plungers and the liquid, and this pressure is transferred to the liquid to this ramp. Okay, so at that time the intensity of pressure is same in all the directions. Means suppose we are taking in this horizontal direction, vertical direction, so every directions the intensity of pressure is same. Second, intensity of pressure act perpendicular to the contact surface. Okay, perpendicular is also called as the normals. Okay, perpendicular means to the 90 degree. Suppose we take this surface, that is a vertical surface. Okay, so in this surface the intensity of pressure is act to the 90 degree, means acting on the horizontal surface. Suppose we consider this horizontal surface, then the intensity of pressure is acting on the vertical direction, that is called as the perpendiculars. Okay, third point, intensity of pressure transmitted throughout the system equally, means intensity of pressure is same in the full system or every point of the system. 4 point, intensity of pressure same at every point within the system. You take the any point. Okay, suppose you measure the intensity of pressure at this point and measure the here, here. So anywhere you measure the intensity of pressure, it is the same in every point within the system. So this is the basic definitions of the Pascal law. Now we take the example. The first example is the consider an air balloon. Okay, air is filled under the pressure in it. Okay, so we take one balloon. In the balloon we fill the air. Okay, so air pressure is same in all the directions, and it's acting normal to the surface of the balloon, hence the balloon is spherical in shape. Okay, so due to this Pascal law, the shape of the balloon is spherical when we fill the compressed air or a pressurized air. Second examples, consider a hydraulic lever as shown in this figure that we already discussed here. Okay, these examples I already explained. Now we take that A is equal to area of the plunger. Now here that it is the diameter of this plunger is small d. Okay, and we find the area from this small d, A. So area is called as the A. So A is equal to pi by 4 into small d square. Small d means the diameter of the plunger. Then after capital A, that is the area of the ramp. So diameter of the ramp is the capital D because its size is larger than this plunger. So it is the capital D. So area of the ramp is the pi by 4 into capital D square. When we apply the force F on the plunger, the oil pressure is increased to, means pressure of the oil is increased. Okay, and its equation is the P is equal to Fi A, means force applied divided by area of this plunger, then we get the equation of the pressure. And the same pressure is act on the ramp. Why same pressure is act? According to the definition, pressure is same in all the full the system, within the system. Hence the force developed at the ramp or weight can be lifted. Here you see that the weight is put on the ramp and it may be to lifted. Okay, so how amount of the weight is lifted, it is found by using these equations. So weight lifted is denoted by SW is equal to area of the ramp into the pressure. And what is the equation of pressure? Equation of the pressure is F by A. Now what is the applications of the Pascal law? In all the hydraulic systems such as hydraulic press, hydraulic lift, hydraulic jack, in every hydraulic system the Pascal laws are applicable. Now before moving on the second law or the second principles, I request to like the video, subscribe my channel for watching the more video related to the hydraulics, oil hydraulics and pneumatic subject, as well as for mechanical engineering subject. Now second is the law of conversion of mass. Okay, for that we are considering one nozzles. Okay, inside this nozzle the liquid is flowing in these directions. Okay, so arrow is indicated, and this nozzle is divided in three sections. This is the section 1, this is the section 2, and this is the section 3. So from this name you at least understand they are talking something about the mass or rate of flow rate of the liquids. Okay, so law of conversion of mass state that matter cannot be created nor destroyed. Means the liquid flowing from the substance. Okay, suppose here the 2 meter cube per second flow rate is there. Okay, so some quantity of the mass is entered, some matter of mass is entered. Okay, it is not destroyed in between or it is not created in between. So they are in and out at the same quantity of matter, but that is the velocity is change or some another energy is the change in between. Okay, therefore the rate of flow of mass of flowing liquid in a pipeline remains the same at all the section along the line of flow. What is the same? Rate of flow of mass of the flowing liquid in a pipe remains the same. Means they are saying that the Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q3. Okay, this law is called as the continuity equation. So what is the continuity equations? For a steady and incompressible flow, means incompressible means it is applicable to the liquid. Okay, rate of flow means discharge of the liquid remains constant at the different section. Okay, here we take the 3 section. Okay, so what is the equation? The rate of flow Q is same, that is a Q1 at the section 1, Q2 at the section 2, and Q3 at the section 3 are the same. Okay, so we know that here the area is changing, so with the area velocity is changed, but the quantity is the same at all the 3 sections. So the Q is also written as the area into velocity. So Q1 is replaced by A1 into V1, Q2 is replaced by A2 into V2, and Q3 is replaced by the A3 into V3, where Q1 means rate of flow in meter cube per second, A is the area of the flow in meter square, and V is equal to velocity of flow in meter per second. And what is the 1? 1 means at section 1, 2 means at section 2, and 3 means at the section 3. Next, the energy possessed by the liquid, means in a liquid which type of the energy is present. So we derive the equations of this energy. So energy exists in a different form. Okay, means in any substance that are the various form of energy. Okay, in a flowing liquid there is a presence of energy in a form of pressure energy, potential energy, and kinetic energy. Okay, so in a fluid mechanics you study about the Bernoulli's theorems. Okay, so every substance have the 3 type of energy: pressure, potentials, and the kinetic energy. So now we derive this equation for all the energy as well as the head. So we derive the 6 equation. What is the pressure energy? What is the pressure head? What is the potential energy? What is the potential head? What is kinetic energy? And what is the kinetic head? Law of conversion of energy say that the total energy remains constant. There may be change in energy from one form to another form. Okay, so we understand this sentence here. Okay, so we take this here section. Okay, so what they say is the total energy at the different section is same, means total energy at the section 1 is equal to total energy at section 2 is equal to total energy at section 3. Okay, means total energy is same, but there is a different energy is change. Okay, here you see that the area is reduced, then we know that the velocity energy is increased when the area is reduced. So what is the velocity energy or kinetic energy at section 2? So at the section 2 kinetic energy is greater than section 1. At section 3 kinetic energy is greater than section 2 and section 1. But we know that when the velocity is increased, then the pressure is reduced. Okay, so somehow the energy is converted into one form to another, but total energy at the every section is remains constant. So first we know what is the kinetic energy. It is defined as the energy posed by the liquid particles by virtue of motions. Means due to the motions of the liquid, what the energy is produced, it is known as the kinetic energy. Means due to the velocity, some energy is produced, that is called as the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is denoted by the Ke, and equation of the kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 mv square. M means the mass of the liquid and V is the velocity of the liquids. And the unit of this kinetic energy is Newton into meter or a joule. Now we further modified this equation. We know that the mass is equal to the weight divided by gravitational force. So here what we written 1 by 2 into weight divided by gravitational force into V square. Now this is the equations of kinetic energy. Then after we written the kinetic head equations. Okay, so kinetic head is the kinetic energy per unit weight of the liquid. Means when we divide this equation of the kinetic energy by weight, we are get the equations of the kinetic head. So what is the kinetic head? Kinetic head is equal to V square by 2g meter of water. Okay, here this equation is divided by weight, then weight and weight is cancelled. Okay, so what we get, that is a V square by 2g meter of water. So unit of kinetic head is the meter of water. Next we learn what is the potential energy. Potential energy is defined as the energy possessed by the liquid particles by virtue of its positions. Okay, means suppose the water is stored at the which height. Okay, so depending on its positions, when water is stored at the more height, then they have the more potential energy. Okay, water is stored at the lower level or the lower height, then it have the lower potential energy. So that is called as the virtue of its positions. Now equation of potential energy is equal to mass into gravitational force into Z, and unit is Newton into meter or a joule. M is mass, G is gravitational force, and the Z is the height from the datum level. Suppose here we consider this is the datum levels and the center is considered. Okay, so it is suppose the height is 5 meters from the datum level, so Z is equal to 5 meters. So M into G is equal to weight. Okay, here what we written, the M is equal to weight by G. So M is also written as the M into G is also written as the weight. Okay, so M into G is replaced by the weight. Next we written what is the potential head. Potential head is the potential energy per unit weight of the liquid. Means these equations of the potential energy is divided by weight, then we get the equations of the potential head. So potential head is equal to W into Z divided by W. So W is cancelled, so potential head is equal to Z meter of waters. Third we consider the pressure energy. It is defined as the energy possessed by the liquid particles due to the pressure of liquids. So due to pressure of liquids, the liquid have certain energy, it is called as the pressure energy. What is the equation of pressure energy? Pressure energy is equal to pressure into volume, unit is Newton into meter or a joule. So it is also written as the pressure into P into V, and this volume is replaced by the mass upon density. So this equation is further written as the P into M divided by rho. Now next we find out the equation of pressure head. Pressure head is the pressure energy per unit weight of the liquid. Means this equation is divided by the weight, then we get the equation of pressure head. So pressure head is equal to P into M divided by rho into weight. Okay, and this equation of the weight is replaced by the mass into gravity. So this M and M cancelled. So what is the equation of pressure head? Equation of the pressure head is equal to P upon rho G, and this P upon rho G is further in short written as the H. Okay, and unit is the meter of water. So here we study that the three types of the energy is there. Next we study law of conversions of energy. Law of conversion of energy state that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only transfer from one form to another forms. Okay, means we are not able to create the energy, we are not able to destroy the energy, but we can transfer it from one form to another. Means some liquid is enter in a pipe, at that time it have the some kinetic energy, pressure energy and the potential energy. So in this, when flowing from the pipe at the different meters or different height, okay, just its form of the energy is changed, but total energy is remains same throughout the pipe at every sections of the pipe. Therefore, the total energy of the flowing liquid in a pipeline remains the same at all the sections, okay, along the line of flow, and this law is given in a different way by Euler's equations and the Bernoulli's equations. Okay, so here we understand by using this figure, that is in this nozzle is considered, it have the 3 sections 1 to 3. Okay, so what we written here, total energy of flowing liquid in pipeline remains the same at all the section. So at the section 1, total energy is equal to total energy at section 2 is equal to total energy at section 3. But we know that at the different section, at the section 1 velocity energy is different, at section 2 velocity energy is some different, at section 3 velocity energy is different. Similarly, at section 1 pressure energy is some different, at the 2 pressure energy is different, at the section 3 pressure energy is different. But the total energy is same when we make the summations according to the law of convergence of energy. Okay, so first we study here the Euler's equations, then we move towards the Bernoulli's equations. So this is the Euler's equations. We cannot derive, but it is directly written that change in the pressure energy divided by rho g plus gzg into v dv. Okay, where the P is equal to pressure of the flowing liquids, rho is the density of the liquid, g is accelerations due to gravity, and z is equal to potential level or a head, and the v is equal to velocity of flow of liquid. Now second is the Bernoulli's theorem. So Bernoulli's theorem states that for a steady, incompressible, non-viscous flow of liquid, means suppose we consider that from this nozzle the liquid is flowing at the steady rate, okay, means Q is same at all the sections, liquid is incompressible and non-viscous. The total energy of liquid particles at the every sections remains the same, okay, means at the all 3 section the total energy are same. So total head is equal to constant, means kinetic head plus potential head plus pressure head is equal to constants. Now suppose we apply these equations at the section 1 and the section 2, okay, then how we written these equations? We know that the kinetic head is the v square upon 2g plus potential head is equal to z, and the pressure head is equal to p upon rho g is equal to constant. Now what we do, we applying these equations at the section 1 and section 2, okay, we know that the summation of all the energy at 1 and 2 are same. So we written that the v1 square by 2g plus z1 plus p1 upon rho g is equal to v2 square upon 2g plus z2 plus p2 upon rho g. So you are also make these equations equal to at the section 3, that is a v3 square upon 2g plus z3 plus p3 upon rho g. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned and liked the video, subscribe the channels and don't forget to share with your friends.